It is a good weekend to get outside and enjoy the beautiful weather that Phil's been talking about.
Good days, Cameron. Fontana is showing us a unique way to get out of the house. Good morning, Cameron.
Good morning, Adam and Maria, and happy post 4th of July. We are having a good time and looking for things to do. Red, White, and Boom happened last night, and hey, what should we do with the family? Here's an idea. Do some paddling in some kayaks and canoes. And with me is Lisa with Olentangy Paddle. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Tell me, this is a pretty new company. How long did you start this?
We launched on Mother's Day weekend this year.
So what made you launch, paddling in kayaks and canoes?
Well, I think a lot of people are aware that the Olentangy River runs through Columbus, but not a lot of people are aware of how beautiful it is. And so we wanted to bring people to the river and have them enjoy it and see what a great river we have in this city.
What types of options do you have for families to come out and get on the river?
Sure, we have canoes and kayaks for rent. Ages 7 through 14 can get their own kayak. Kids younger than that are perfect in the family canoe. And then we also rent bikes to pedal back along the Olentangy path.
And how long is an adventure like this? From start, you get in the canoe, you start paddling down the river. How long is it?
It takes about an hour and a half to get down the river, and then about another half an hour to pedal back.
So it's a great activity. It's like go see a movie, sit in a dark room, or get out and enjoy this beautiful weather.
Absolutely.
What hours can people do this during this weekend?
We offer 4 trips a day on the weekends, starting at 8 a.m. All the way through 6 o'clock in the evening.
Great. So the 8 a.m. right now, we're obviously live on air. What is the next time that people can come out today?
11:30.
11:30. And this is, which park is this?
This is Broad Meadows Park.
Broad Meadows Park, right off of 315 on the north side. And coming up next, we're going to get in one of those canoes, right?
Yep.
Oh, we're going to get
Absolutely.
him. But before we do that, one of the greatest things you have to do is skip a rock. Let's go skip a rock real quick. Yeah, when you're on a river or a lake, you have to skip a rock. Are you ready, Lisa? Yeah. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ha! Okay, I'm not great at skipping rocks. That's okay.
Skipped.
We're going to throw it back to you in the studio. Coming up next, we'll be in the canoe. And look at that. It's even a lime green kayak. We're going to get to that later. You know I love that color. Adam and Maria.
Thank you, Cameron. Have you ever gone kayaking or canoeing?
No, I have not. I've gone whitewater rafting.
How was that?
That was intense.
Did you go under?
Yes.
We'll see what happens to Cameron later today.
Hopefully he won't go under. Well, Cameron Fontana is rowing his way through Columbus this morning.
He's out near Broad Meadows Park having some fun. Cameron, good morning to you. Be careful.
Good morning. I got to tell you, look behind us. It is a gorgeous day, as Phil was saying, and this is beautiful right here on the Olentangy River. With me is Lisa with Olentangy Paddle. Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, this is kind of nervous because I have the microphone, but we're doing okay on these canoes. This is one of the things you offer, right?
Yes, absolutely.
What type of canoeing do you offer? Do you go down the river? What type of adventure is it?
Well, the Olentangy is a very safe river, and so it's a perfect river for people who've never canoed before. We have two types of canoes. One is our vintage special.
Vintage, all right.
And it's a Coleman. And then we have an Old Town, which is just the classic canoe. Both are very easy to navigate for people who've never canoed before.
So a couple things as you go. You're talking about safety to me earlier. What are some of the tips to canoe successfully and what you make sure everybody has a good time?
Well, you can see that we're wearing life jackets.
Safety first.
Yes. Very important. The Olentangy also has rocks in it. So awareness is very important. So when you're out on the Olentangy, make sure you're aware of your surroundings. Make sure that you know some basic turn strokes so that you can avoid big rocks.
Now, you families that are watching today that are thinking of a great idea to bring your family out to, we've already had some activity on your Facebook page, seeing them on Good Day Columbus this morning. So come out here. The next class you can sign up for is what time?
11:30 today.
11:30. I'm sorry, not a class, but adventure, as we should say.
Yes.
And then not only do you have canoes, but you have bicycles.
Right.
And then you also have kayaks.
Yes.
So we're going to check some of those up coming up next, and I think we're just going to make our way down the river, Adam and Maria, because it's gorgeous. Enjoy nature. Don't sit inside. Don't Netflix, go binge watching on Netflix.
Absolutely.
Get outside, enjoy the outdoors, and have a great time this 4th of July weekend.
Well, let me just say, continue watching until at least 10 o'clock on Fox 28 and then go outside.
Yes.
Thanks, Cam. It looks very peaceful out there.
Plus, Cameron Fontana is live at Olentangy Paddle. Good morning, Cam.
We're featuring a great family activity you can take your friends and family to this 4th of July weekend. We're doing some kayaking with Olentangy Paddle. coming up next on Good Day Columbus. Woo!
Cameron Fontana is live with the Olentangy paddle, checking out some kayaks. And Cameron, you are doing a terrific job.
Don't fall in, okay?
Well, thank you so much, Adam. And I got to tell you, can you guys guess why I love this particular kayak? Because it's lime green. We're here with Olentangy Paddle today. And again, like Adam and Maria said, this is a great event, Columbus, and activity to bring your family out to after you get done watching the news this afternoon and tomorrow. How are you doing, Lisa?
Great.
Now tell me, we saw the the canoes earlier, now we're in kayaks. What's the biggest difference between the two?
Well, with a canoe, obviously you can fit more than one person. All of our kayaks are single person, and but they, again, are very easy to navigate on this river. And we also have kayaks in lime green.
Yes, lime green and blue. And it seems as if they're a little bit easier to maneuver, a little bit more agile. So if you feel like going a little bit faster, is the kayak the way to go?
Yes, it is. And they also sit down in the water a little bit more, and you kind of feel like you're part of the river.
It is. It's like we're one with the river this morning, aren't we?
Yes,
so
we
tell
are.
me, how long have you been kayaking and canoeing and being on the water for?
Oh gosh, I've been kayaking for about 5 or 6 years, and canoeing actually is a new sport for me. I just picked it up a couple years ago, but it inspired me to start my business.
Great. So you were telling me earlier, you have some events coming up. Not only this weekend can families come out, but what are some of the events that they can attend in the future?
We have a few special events coming up, including a full moon paddle next Saturday.
Wow.
So we'll start out at twilight and go down the river and enjoy the full moon. And then we also have a stress reliever Saturday, where a health coach will be joining us to talk about ways to connect to nature and lower your stress levels.
Very cool. This is very relaxing. And coming up next, I think we have some families coming out a little bit earlier, and it looks like we're drifting, so we're going to make our way back this way. We're going to throw it back to you in the studio, and let's do some more kayaking. I really like this.
Hey, Cam, I got to ask, do you like lime green or something?
You keep mentioning that color.
I love lime green. I love this. I'd kiss it if I could.
It brings out your
love it.
eyes. Thank you, Cameron. He's a funny guy.
Yeah, he certainly is.
I hope he doesn't fall in. Pick up a paddle and grab a friend for a chance to canoe through the city.
Cameron Fontana is live there near Worthington. Good morning, Cam. Who's there with you?
Good morning. We have a party on the Olentangy River right now. That's the Hoying family right over there. Say hi, guys. And right with me right here is Chad. Now, Chad did something really cool. Last night, Red, White, and Boom. You got to experience it kind of from a different perspective. Tell us about that.
It was awesome. We got to go right down underneath the railroad bridge and view the fireworks without any obstructions at all. It was awesome.
So you were right under the fireworks.
Right under it. It was a great view.
That's amazing. Now, I got to tell you, Adam and Maria, I haven't left my lime green kayak yet, and Chad's rocking the lime green too. Now, I'm going to maneuver over here and talk to some of the Hoying family. I'm telling you, only on GDC do you see a live feature report where we're maneuvering through a river to talk to our different people. Right here is Jonah, Ethan, and Ellie. How you doing, guys?
Good.
What's your favorite part about 4th of July weekend?
To see the fireworks.
To see the fireworks? Ellie, have you ever canoed or kayaked before?
Yeah.
You have? Are you pretty good at it?
Maybe.
Maybe? Show me some of your skills. Try to go around me over here. Let me see what you can do. Now, we're not going to go any further without mentioning that there's someone very famous in the background right over there. That right there is Tom Hoying, a former Buckeye from Ohio State. Tom, how you doing? I'm doing great. I'm going to come over to you. This is actually kind of like a fun game. It's like trying to maneuver the mic and not fall in the water. Let's see if I can stop right by you. Here we go. Here we go.
My goal is not to fall in today.
Right. Neither of us, because I got all this electronics. Now I'm going to ask you, why did you decide to bring your family out here today?
We love the outdoors. It was a great activity, and Chad brought this great opportunity up for us, and we thank him for it.
So Chad, I'm horrible at trying to maneuver this. Chad brought the Hoying family out here, and they're enjoying a 4th of July weekend. You can too. Check out Olentangy Paddle. They're on Facebook. We tag them on our GDC Facebook page with all the information. And before I drift off onto the shore, I'm going to head back to you guys. Throw her back in the studio, and we're going to continue our party. OH!
Cameron.
OH! beach!
I-O. No one can hear you, Cam. You gotta get that
That's
mic
right.
closer to him. Cameron, be careful with those mics, by the way, because I heard you had an interesting day in Marysville the other day with the GoPro camera. What happened?
I'm sorry. The mic, it's easier if it's right here, but it's hard to, Oh, just missed it. Did you see that? It's easier when the mic's right here, but when I have it in my hand, it just doesn't work. And I'm trying to interview people at the same time.
I don't think he wants to answer the question.
I don't think so either.
Cam, what happened to the GoPro?
Oh, the GoPro? How did you hear about that?
He dropped it at the bottom of a lake in Marysville.
At the bottom of the lake now.
We're still searching for it.
Don't drop the
We're still
microphone.
searching for it.
All right, everyone. Be careful out there. Stay safe. Plus, Cameron Fontana is live at the Olentangy Paddle.
Did you know that there are at least 14 species of mussels in the Olentangy River? This and more fun facts about the Olentangy coming up next on GDC as we hang out with Olentangy Paddle. Woohoo! You guys are ready?
Around town, your chance to get your hands on learning at the Olentangy River. Hands-on learning.
And your hands on Cameron Fontana. He's friendly. He's live at the Olentangy Paddle. Cameron, good morning. You making some friends?
Good morning. We made some more friends. John, please introduce your family right here.
Sure, this is Kennedy, Parker, Sarah, and my wife Stacy.
Hi, how are you guys doing today? Good. Good. They're just enjoying a great time here on the Olentangy River thanks to Olentangy Paddle, a great company that lets you rent some kayaks and canoes and do a great adventure down the river. Now, as I said before, there are some fun facts. You can always learn something new about wildlife. I have a question for you. Kennedy, do you know how many species of birds that you'll see along this Olentangy River? Take a guess.
20.
20? Multiply that by like 8 or 9 because there are 188 species of birds on this river. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
There's another one too. Okay, Kennedy, I'm coming your way. How many varieties of fish are on this river?
I'll say 20 again.
You said 20 again?
20.
Multiply that by 3 and add 3 more. There are 63 varieties of fish, including many of which that are endangered or threatened. Isn't that amazing?
It is amazing. Yeah.
How fun is it to spend your 4th of July weekend, John, with your family? Why come out do kayaking, canoeing?
Sure. It's there's a lot of communication and bonding, and you get to enjoy nature.
Really?
Yeah.
How about you, Stacey? Are you enjoying the kayak over there?
I love it. I have my own boat.
You have your own boat, and it's lime green. Do you like lime green?
I like lime green. Yeah, it's a great color.
It's a great color. So come out, check Olentangy Paddle. Of course, after you finish watching Good Day Columbus, check us out. We put the link on our Facebook page right there, Olentangy Paddle. Come out today. The next adventure starts at 12. We're going to throw it back to you in the studio, and you guys want to have some fun? I just threw water on you. Are you mad at me? Okay, not too much, though. Not too much. Okay, go.
Cam, I like how you're
Yeah,
tethered to
that's
them
enough.
this
That's
time so you're not floating away. Or we can check in with Cameron Fontana.
That's right. There he is.
Yeah.
You're a firecracker there, aren't you?
I'm like, yeah, I don't see any fireworks up here, but that's okay. There's some fireworks happening because we're having a great time. How are you doing, Lisa?
I'm great.
We are with Olentangy Paddle on the Olentangy River. Now, a couple pieces of information we want to give our viewers. Can they still sign up, and how do they do that?
Yeah, they can just go to my website, olentangypaddle.com,
Okay.
and schedule a trip for today or tomorrow or really any day of the week. We paddle 7 days a week.
Wow, 7 days. Now, if you're just tuning in, this is an amazing adventure. We have the Hoying and the Haney family here. You guys wave to the camera. Whoop, whoop. We're having a party on the Olentangy, and this is an amazing adventure. It's an hour and a half paddle down the Olentangy. Very scenic, very calm. Is it good for families?
Oh my gosh. You can stay indoors during the summer or you can come outside. You know, I would suggest coming outside, enjoying the Olentangy River.
So you have the option of either going in this kayak, this lime green kayak, which I've been in for about 3 hours now because it's so sweet, or the canoe you can see with multiple people, but you also have something else, right?
We also have a larger canoe.
Larger canoe, and then the bikes.
And the bikes, yes.
Yes.
Yes, so you can paddle down the river, and then we make it easier for you to get back to your car. You can pedal back.
Great. So It's a great event and activity to bring your family out to, and you have a moonlight ride canoe. Is that Saturday?
Yeah, next Saturday, July 12th, we have a full moon paddle starting at twilight.
Well, that sounds exciting. And before we leave this morning, we have one more fun fact about the Olentangy. What does Olentangy mean? Where'd it go? I lost my page. There it is.
It means the river of red face paint.
Oh, I bet you didn't know that. That's another fun fact about the Olentangy. Come out to the Olentangy. Olentangy paddle is how you do it. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, Columbus, and we're going to get some paddling. Let's catch up with the kids. Let's go.
Careful, kids. He's mean behind that paddle.
This is hard. I just hit her.
See? Called it.